Good morning. Earlier this evening, this billiard establishment was rented out for a concert. During the concert, patrons were standing outside of the business when a white SUV pulled up, where three subjects stepped out of the vehicle with assault rifles and handguns and began shooting indiscriminately into the crowd, of which we believe is a targeted act of gun violence. Unfortunately, multiple people were shot. As of right now, we have 20 to 25 victims at various hospitals around the community, as well as 2 deceased victims on the scene. This is a despicable act of gun violence, a cowardly act. We have our investigators on the scene. We're asking for any information from the community. Anyone who has any tips on these individuals, please give it to us, 305-471-TIPS. This type of gun violence has to stop. Every weekend it's the same thing. This is targeted. This is definitely not random. My condolences to the families and to the victims. That's all I have right now. As we get more information, we'll provide it for you.
Director, what runs through your mind? We had 7, I believe, shot yesterday in Wynwood. Now we have this. I mean, like you said, it just seems like every weekend it seems to be some sense of gun violence in our community.
It's very disheartening, but it's a trend that you're seeing around the country. Just yesterday in the news, we were expecting a violent summer, and unfortunately, Miami-Dade County is not immune to that. The good thing here, our law enforcement community and our community at large are engaged. We're working really hard, but it's very difficult to stop a small amount of individuals who want to go out there and commit murder. And it takes all of us to stop this, and we really have to put the work in this summer to keep our children and our community safe.
We must get these killers off the streets.
This morning, a massive manhunt is underway for 3 men captured on camera stalking their target in a parking lot before leaping out armed with assault weapons and returning just 6 seconds later, enough time to shoot 23 people, 2 fatally.
Now, today, we're also seeing new surveillance video from the banquet hall over my shoulder here that shows the people standing in front of this venue and suddenly scrambling in time as these gunmen are approaching them. It is chilling.
These are acts of domestic terrorism.
Officials not mincing words as a round-the-clock pursuit has so far yielded the stolen Nissan Pathfinder police say was used in the attack. It was found in a canal and then hoisted ashore 9 miles from the crime scene, a scene still haunting parents like Rodney Thomas.
It's the worst call of my life.
His daughter, Khadidra, was shot 4 times in the back, but is expected to survive.
She says her body was actually on fire, and she said she was just thinking, this is where it's going to end? Is this how it's going to end?
Evidence markers on the scene numbered around 100, indicative of the many rounds fired, with 2 lives stolen in that barrage.
They killed your brother!
Including Clayton Dillard's 26-year-old son, who shared his name, a father's grief spilling over into the next day's press conference.
You killed a good kid for no reason!
And that's the pain that you see. That is the pain that affects our community right there, right before you. Know that the Miami-Dade Police Department will not stop. We will bring justice.
A palpable pain, soothed only slightly by hugs and candles at the site of the shooting. This morning, 3 victims remain in critical condition, clinging to life, as a community grapples with the unspeakable toll of gun violence.
She said it was like seeing something out of a movie. That's the word she used.